Hello guys and welcome to this video. So today I'm gonna give you my 10 best heroes that you can invest on in the early game. In this top 10 there is no 5-star heroes because basically if you have a 5-star you are gonna invest in this 5-star. This video is only for 4-star heroes and below, and to give you my opinion on what are the best heroes that you can invest on, because you will get some return on this investment quite quickly and efficiently. Also, among those 4-star heroes and below, there is no seasonal hero because those ones are pretty difficult to get. So I'm gonna stick to the base most heroes people have. Okay, and to start this top 10, we got this Chimoye, of course. So basically, this little girl is the best offensive 2-star you're gonna get in the game. She will only be relevant for the, I would say, 4 or 5 maybe first era. So if you already are in the Roman Empire or further in the game, you can skip to the top 9. But for the others, and especially if you are a beginner, this Shiyome is absolutely insane. As I was telling, she is the best offensive 2 stars. She has very low cooldowns. 6 seconds on a regular charge is very quick, and she will always focus the lowest HP prioritizing heroes, of course. And this girl is absolutely insane in every fight that involves heroes. So I'm talking here about, of course, the arena, but also in the campaign, she will be very useful to kill fast the heroes that are bothering you, I would say. So definitely a very strong hero. You can only go to the level 40, so that's why you're not gonna play her like really long in the game, but the investment that she will require will be returned very quickly. So basically you can invest in that girl. She is very reliable on the early game. For the top 9, I'm gonna put this Tomoe. So for me, Tomoe is basically a bit of an underrated pick. So Tomoe has a quite unique and rare combination. She is an infantry with a 3 area, 3 radius, area attack. And honestly, his ability, especially the initial charge, is very interesting. The damage are also pretty decent for a 4-star that you can get pretty easily. And also the bonus kit that we tend a bit to forget is that she is putting some bleeding damage if you proc the 30%. And also she has a 50% to stun the target. So as you can see, she is max level because I really like her in my difficult campaign, you know. When you have some restrictions, especially some infantry one, she will be very useful in this specific case. Most of the infantry are like single target, so this Tomoe is very strong to help you to progress in this hard campaign. That is where you're gonna see what I'm talking about when I say she has quite a unique combination. For this top 8, I'm gonna put this Queen Boudica, and I'm gonna put another bonus hero. If you don't have Queen Boudica yet, you can go for Inanna. So for me, Inanna or Queen Boudica are the best and most efficient single striker you can get in early game. Basically, Boudica is the ranged version of the single strike, and Inanna is the melee version. They both have a very quick initial charge, especially that we are talking about single striker, so their ability can make a quick difference in the fight. Initial 6.6 for this Queen Boudica, 6.4 for this Inanna are very strong. What I like the most about those two heroes is that they are absolutely predictable. You just have to be smart in your positioning and you can totally predict what hero they are gonna hit. And this is very variable, especially when it comes to PvP fights or heroes involved fights. To be honest with you, this Boudica is still in my main arena comp. She's one of my 5 heroes because even she is not killing the target, she will stun for 3.5 seconds. And this is absolutely insane in PvP. She will basically neutralize a target, and this is very strong. Also, as you can see, her ability is only level 16 because you can get, in my opinion, the best of her ability at level 15, I think, which is the maximum of the single strike damage that you can see here. After level 15, she will only upgrade this small area damage, so basically when she's level 15, you're good. Inanna is no more in my set, of course, because she's a 3-star and I have better than her, but she definitely helped me in the beginning. As you can see, I upgraded her level 30. Honestly, I don't have a lot of 3-stars that are level 30. What I really do like about this Inanna is that she has very decent damage, a very strong regular charge here. She will spam a lot of her ability. And also she has a quite good amount of chance. I didn't get the maximum, but at level 15, you can get 50% chance to stun the target for 2 seconds. So for me, it's very like a small and melee Queen Boudica. She will be extremely value for the beginning. She is great for short and efficient trades. That's why I put them both in this top 8. Okay, now in top 7 we got this Naya, and in bonus I would say I can add this Tiger Lily, because basically those two girls are gonna be your best side or spare healers, and healers are gonna be very useful in all the game, but especially in that treasure hunt. If you want to be able to set up a lot of composition, you will need a lot of healers. Tiger Lily has a global heal. She will heal everybody in your team. So this is a strong value, and she also has a strong ability that will cleanse all negative effects from all your allies. So this is very strong. Tiger Lily has her downside is this 16-second regular charge. That's quite high, and the heal amount is not like huge, especially for a 16-second regular charge, but she will do the job in treasure hunt because she will be able to heal your entire team and overall do the job. For Naya now, well, Naya is pretty much the best 2-star overall in the game. She has a very strong and efficient kit. She is the only 2 stars I am still playing, only in Treasure Hunt, but yet. Naya is just a safe bet, guys. I think I don't need to talk too much about her. Everybody knows how strong she is and how efficient she is, especially in that early game. Just remember for Naya, because she will be capped at level 40. So first of all, we got the confirmation from the dev that we're gonna get this cave something Naya, you know, the 4-star Naya that we've been talking in some videos. So that's very nice, and that's also say that we are gonna be able to uncap this level 40, so that's a very great news. And in the meantime, do not forget that you can make her scale with some strong equipment and by upgrading your cavalry barrack. Okay guys, in this top 6 we're gonna talk about 2 heroes, because those 2 heroes have a lot of similarities. I would say I'm gonna talk about Quincy here and Menace. So first of all, both of those guys are from allied culture events, you know, from AC Antimatter. Menace for the Egyptian and Quincy for the Chinese. They are both, I think, and in my opinion, the best 4-stars hero that you can pull out of those antimatters, the allied culture antimatters, I mean. They are both also excellent area attacker, very variable, especially in the beginning that you have to handle big packs of troops. And also very reliable in this Siege of Orleans, where you have to handle constant waves or small mobs. Those 2 guys are in my Siege of Orleans composition still now, and are very strong in that treasure hunt. So basically you will use them very in a long time. So feel free to invest your resources on those guys. If I had to make a word to differentiate them, I would say that Quincy will be very strong, especially in treasure hunt, because overall the heal will be very strong in that specific case. And Menace, who buff allies attack and slow enemy progression, so move speed basically, is gonna be very strong in Siege of Orleans. Especially that he has some burn damage, and we have a bonus on burn damage on Siege of Orleans. But 2 very strong heroes. As soon as I got both of them, my treasure hunt was way more easy to manage, and I was able to, you know, step up in that treasure hunt. In 4th position, we got this Hatshepsut, and guys, basically Hatshepsut is the best global healer in the game. I'm excluding, of course, you know, seasonal hero and 5 stars, but even if I am including 5 stars, I think she will be the best global heal. So for me, global heal is a healer that will 100% sure target everybody in your team. Unlike Ashoka, for example, which is a very strong healer too, but will be single target. Or a 3rd category like Quincy and this Mia Tencent guy, who are area healers, so a little bit more random. But to get back to this Hatshepsut, so yeah, she is the best global healer in the game. She has a very strong kit because she will charge all the abilities of all your heroes by 1.6 seconds, and this girl will basically accelerate whatever playstyle you want to deploy. We have the fast playstyle like Arena, Atlantis, and Elite Arena, and we have the slow play fight like Historic Battle, especially this Sparta Last Stand, you know, and also even if it's a more rare event like this Anubis or like this Odyssey, Great Odyssey that we just passed. Her ability will be very efficient in all the user case you want to play her. Okay guys, top 3 time, and let me tell you at this point that if you are in this kind of content, of course subscribe to the channel, but also go check into my playlist because I've made one special for the tops and tier list. Help me to get to that 1k subscriber and I will be spamming this playlist. Thanks by advance. Okay, for this top 3, of course, I had to put my beloved Thomas Edison. You know how much I love this hero. I think it's my favorite hero. Basically, yeah, my Edison is level 121, is in my top 5. He is already capped in his ability. He has pretty much maxed out equipment. He has a very strong relic. I don't usually spend so much into one relic, but for Edison, I've made an exception. I've put 4 entire level in this Pantheon and he is fully awakened. So basically, this guy is full option, you know. And at this point, if you don't have Thomas Edison, you can go for Marco Polo, even if he is not doing the same job. He will be a small Thomas Edison, so he will be pretty efficient at the beginning with, you know, some small cooldowns ability and some interesting area damage. But if you have Da Vinci, go for Thomas Edison because this guy is gonna be way more flexible and way more polyvalent than Da Vinci. So basically for Edison, I compared this guy to the Swiss knife of Heroes of History. This guy is gonna be absolutely strong in every mode. Like, look at this tier list, guys. He is everywhere in S or A. He is only B in Atlantis, but I don't know why. I think there is no more room in the A line, you know. That's why they put this Atlantis in B, but basically if he is A in Arena, he is gonna be A in Atlantis, you know. So this guy is absolutely strong in every mode. Even recently, you know, with this Silas Ambush, guys, this Edison proved so much in this kind of event. His scaling is just absolutely insane. We're gonna get to this. But yeah, basically, this guy can do absolutely everything. He's gonna be very strong in short fights because his ability is gonna be spamming a lot. He will be very strong in long fights because his scaling will provide him a lot of damage per second. And he is also very strong against big squads. And he will be also very strong against heroes. So basically you can really fit this guy in every battle, especially, you know, those levels where you have a little bit of troops and a little bit of heroes. This guy gonna match perfectly with this kind of matchup. What makes Thomas pretty unique for me and that strong is that his ability will, each time he uses his ability, and we are talking about really short CD, he will gain 59%, guys, this is huge, this is insane, of attack speed for the rest of the wave. And basically for long fights where there is no waves, where there is just one big fight, this guy will just attack at the speed of the light. So if it happens that you equip in with some, you know, basic attack damage and some stuff, especially in the Pantheon, like this Momentum Surge, for example, that says every time he hits an enemy, he speed his ability charge by 0.05 up to 10 enemies. So this is very strong, and this will snowball, already strong snowballing effect in this ability. If we compare, for example, to Da Vinci, which has pretty much the same mechanics, let's check at the max level. This guy will only increase his attack speed for 14.8, so let's say 15%. Thomas Edison, guys, is at 59%, and we're talking about percentage here, which is absolutely insane. So you understand that's why I'm saying Thomas Edison will be way more flexible. Da Vinci will be basically way stronger in this Siege of Orleans historic battle, but Thomas will be way more flexible in every mode. So that is why I'm saying this Thomas Edison is pretty much unique and has a very strong ability of scaling for me, and will be very reliable in very long fights. And for now, the format that the devs have chosen for the, you know, the major events, that's how they call this. So basically it's, you know, Anubis Awakening, the Great Odyssey, this kind of stuff. The format right now is pretty much long fights. So this guy will be very excellent in this kind of events, and overall just very strong in your hero pool. You can invest definitely in this guy. Okay, now for this top 2, guys, I'm gonna talk about, of course, this Minos, but not especially Minos. I'm gonna put 2 other heroes that are gonna be very, very strong in the early game, and that's what I call the trio defenders, because after that Minos, I'm gonna put, I don't have him yet, but this Philip II of Macedon is gonna be very strong too, and also this Otto Bismarck. So basically, what are the common points of those 3 heroes is that they are gonna taunt, they are gonna allow you to make a kind of big pack where all the enemies are gonna be. So that will help you to focus the same area, so your AoE damager are gonna be more efficient, and also they will concentrate all the damage to themselves, and that will help you to trigger one specific heal to maintain your entire team alive. So basically the defenders is what I call in my Holy Trinity. It's pretty much the keystone of the Holy Trinity. All good compositions start with 1 defender, 1 healer, and basically some damage next to them to make a proper and balanced composition. For me, when I want to set up a new team for the treasure hunt, for example, that's the first piece that I put in this puzzle, and after that I'm gonna build around them, so they are gonna determine your healer's peak and the AoE or damage you're gonna put next to them. Also remember, if you have a solid front lane, all your team and all your composition will perform better. For me, King Minos is the best of the 3, but they are pretty hard to separate because they are gonna be very useful, the 3 of those. Otto Bismarck will be way more easy to reach, and you will be able to awaken him pretty easy. And Philip of Macedon is really good too, but he is a little bit less defensive because his shield will explode and deal damage. And usually from those guys you expect them to tank a maximum, you don't really expect them to put damage, so that's why I'm saying Minos is the first. But the 3 of those are very strong. If you have this Carter, you can add him to the pool, but he is a seasonal hero, so I'm not gonna deep dive into this one. So yeah, those 3 guys are absolutely mandatory if you want to progress in the game, in my opinion. Once again, they are the keystone to the Holy Trinity. If you want to understand all the concept of what I call the Holy Trinity, you can see this video. But yeah, basically you can invest in those guys. They are gonna be useful for your entire game experience. Okay, and we are now getting to this top 1, and it's of course my beloved Ashoka. So what to say about Ashoka? There is so much to say about this guy. So first of all, this Ashoka for me is basically the best single target healer on the game, and I am also including like those 5-star hero. Like, I mean, look at those CD guys. We're talking about a 7.4 regular charge and with a very strong amount of heal. Even the strongest single target healer like Florence, for example, is 18 seconds. This is way too long. This Sakagakawa is 10 seconds, which is okay, but man, we are talking about 7.4 for this Ashoka, which is absolutely insane. Even Amelia is 12.5, and you know, this guy is also 16 seconds. So this Ashoka is way too much valuable. For me, even if you didn't eternalize him, I feel like this is a 5-star hidden into a 3-star hero, you know, because he will be so much useful in the entire game. I use him as my main healer for every mod. This guy will always hit the good target, you know, the one who is about to die, and basically he will always save your butt, you know. So Ashoka basically will heal strong and will heal the good target at the right moment, and his low regular charge will make him very flexible into the targets. So this guy is my main healer, and as you can see, he is only level 80. And if he is only level 80, it's not by neglect, I would say. It's only because his base stats are absolutely insane. Even at level level 80, this guy will perform very well along heroes with like 40 levels more than him. Also, a very strong thing that I very like with this Ashoka. So given the fact that he has a very low regular charge, you can very much time when you want to use his ability. You can wait 1 or 2 seconds before using his ability if the timing is better. You won't have this feeling of, you know, like, oh my god, I'm wasting some ability time. For example, in this Hatshepsut, every time I'm not clicking on her ability, I'm like, oh my god, I'm wasting so much heal and overall charge, you know. But for this Ashoka, I really don't have this feeling. Can wait like for 4 or 5 seconds before clicking on his ability, and I have no bad feelings about this because I know his ability is gonna come back very, very fast. So just overall, guys, a very strong and good feeling when you are playing this Ashoka. I'm so confident and I feel safe when this guy is on the board. So yeah, I don't know how to say that. The faster you got him level 60, if you don't eternalize him, the faster you will be comfortable in your campaigns and other fight modes. For me, it's the best 3-star hero that you can find in the game. Even I would say before this Bismarck, and you know how I love Bismarck, so this is difficult, but yeah, basically Bismarck and this guy are just the 2 best 3 stars. Everybody will agree on that. I equip this guy with this Royal Egyptian for the right part, and for the left part the Dramas set. Those 2 sets will basically increase the heal given, you know. For the relic, I play him with this Narmer palette. So I'm switching between Hatshepsut and Ashoka for this Narmer palette. But this is for me the best relic you can get on one healer. You can basically crit with your heals, and this will also increase the base heals that you give. So this is absolutely shaped for this Ashoka. This will increase with critical chance a very strong already heal. So this guy will be absolutely kind of hospital by himself, you know. For the Pantheon, I didn't put any node yet on him, but as I said, this guy has already so strong like base stats. I don't feel like the rush of going for the Pantheon. I will definitely put some Pantheon on this guy, but right now he is not my priority because he has very good stats. That was it for this top 10, guys. Tell me in the comments if there is some specific hero that helped you in the start, and of course smash that like button. Thank you, bye bye.